Hi guys, and welcome back to the Single Mom Space. The Single Mom Space is not about your kids, it's about you, the single parent. Today's video is going to be a little bit more serious. It's going to be about how do you find that work-life balance, especially as mommies. It's super hard. I have 5 tips that will make it just a little easier on you. So let's jump into the 5. Understand that you cannot do it all. You cannot be everything. It's very hard. And the women who you see are super powerful and doing it all have assistants, okay? And I can't afford an assistant. I don't know if you can. If I had an assistant, I'd be like, can you make dinner? Can you make sure to do the laundry? Can you clean the house at the same time? You have to figure out what can you cut out. I know a lot of mommies, especially single mommies, I know it costs a little money, but they have housekeepers. They have somebody who comes in and like a cleaning lady that comes in and cleans up once a week or once every 2 weeks. Just to give a mommy a break. You know what I mean? If you have family members, say, hey, can you maybe help me do this? Or you can be like, boss, I can work from like 7 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but after that, don't call me. And I know a lot of us don't have that kind of job, but if you can at least ask or try or find that little tweak in your life, I'm telling you, it will reduce so much stress, okay? You will sleep better, you will feel better, and better all around. Find your balance, especially when you're a single mom. It's hard. It is super hard to find that balance, that thing in your life that you can just be like, okay, I'm at peace, I'm good, I have everything under control. It is hard, but to find it, you really need to be like, no, I'm not going to join that activity club. I'm not going to do your bake sale this week. Like, you have to learn that no, but find that line and say, okay, boss, yes, I would love to be on this marketing campaign or love to be on this project, or I'd love to take those extra hours, but I can't because I have to go to my kid's recital or I have to go to his soccer game. It's hard because we don't have that second parent to like kick in and like, you know, take that role. And I know, if you're not a single parent and you have a husband or you have a boyfriend and they don't kick in, you know, I know it's not always like the case when you're a dual, 2 parent households. I know, but if you tweak those little things, say a little no, and then like say a little yes to the things that you truly want to do or your child truly wants to do, you will find the perfect middle ground. Fixing your money is immense. It's so big. So many people complain that they don't have enough money. Well, do you really not have enough money, or do you have way too many expenses? What is it? Are you living on a budget? Are you trying to like cut back on certain things? Like, I remember trying to find my balance and I got rid of cable. I got rid of a landline. I know, I used to have a landline. I got rid of certain like expenses that I was carrying. It's just like, sometimes I just had to be like, you know what? I can't afford it. Yeah, I'd love to go to dinner every single week, but that's just not where my pockets work. That's not how my finances work. So it's figuring out what is it that you need to live and knowing how much the extras above that cost and then reducing them so that, you know what, you feel less stress, you feel less like constrained and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna burst in a second and I can't afford anything. Get that feeling away and trust me, you're gonna start balancing out. You're gonna start like zenning. Okay. The big thing that I had to do when I was working, because I used to work some dead-end jobs, like some dead-end jobs. Like, I worked at like a video store, I worked at a camp, I worked at like, man, I worked at some jobs that like, I worked at a factory, but the why is why you keep going, okay? Like, for me, once I had my son, it was like, yeah, that's my why, right? But my son is getting older, so he's kind of like not my why as much as before. So it's like, okay, well, I'm working for like the new business, or I'm working for like the new company and all that stuff. So you have to figure out like, what is your why? Why is it that you're putting that extra work in? Why is it that you need to balance your life with your kids and activities and all that stuff, and your home life, cooking, cleaning? Why are you doing it? What is it, because of you, or is it because you want to keep up, or is it because you want like to impress somebody? Like, what is it? Why are you doing it? Because sometimes your why is like, I want to be better than Suzanne, the other single mother, because she's doing a million things and I want to do a million things. Yeah, when Suzanne is in like a psych ward and like she can't do anything, she can't even function anymore, you don't want to be behind Susan then, and you will not be looking at Susan and her life then. So why don't you live for yourself and find out what makes you tick and what is important to you? Again, back to that Susan. You can't watch what she's doing, man. Like, Susan is going to the gym in the morning, and then she says, I do Pilates and I lost 50 pounds. And you're just looking in the mirror going, damn. I remember this week there was like a woman, and she was like, oh my God, I lost all the baby weight. And I looked at her and I was like, oh no, I'm still struggling with my baby weight. So she was like, how old is your child? I was like, my son is 11. Yeah, I'm still struggling. It's okay. It's not a priority to me. Like, my priority was not to fit in the size 2 jean. Sorry, it just wasn't that, right? So what is important? Like, in all of this, with all the chaos, with everything we've been talking about, with the 5 tips, with everything that stresses you out, like, there are bigger things, man. Like, there's like so many things that are bigger than what we're going through right now. And I know some of you are going through a lot, right? Like, you guys are climbing a hard mountain, and it just seems like exhausting at times, but it just gets better. It does. Like, honestly, I know everybody tells you that, and I know you hear it every day, and people are like, it's gonna get better. It actually does, like, to the point where it just gets easy. Like, it's like breathing. So do your best, be great, and all that fun stuff. All right? That's it. No pressure. Anyways, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you take in what I said, and I hope that you like do it, apply it, do all those things. Comment, let me know what are your tips on finding that balance, especially as working moms, okay? And like, subscribe, and follow me on everything. I'm out.